Cosplay. Noun. The practice of dressing up as a character from a movie, book, anime, comic book, or video game. From the outside looking in, it seems to me that cosplay is a perfect combination between creativity and passion. But I've always wondered, what does it take to cosplay? So I welcome you to join me as I learn what it takes to create, build, and wear a cosplay. This is Teach Me How, Cosplay Edition. Previously on Teach Me How, we collected all of the materials we would be needing to create our cosplay and got a lot of work done on the outfit itself. Our next step is to move on to some of the small pieces that make Hellboy, well, Hellboy. By that, of course, I'm referring to Hellboy's iconic horns. While we definitely have options for the horns, we've opted to go with Hellboy's shaved down horns. With our intention of wearing this cosplay to both the convention and the new movie premiere, we kept in mind the fact that huge horns might not be the best in terms of maneuverability. Plus, it would definitely make the person sitting behind us in the movie less than happy. We were looking for something lightweight for the horns, as they would have to be attached to my forehead for hours at a time. This was when I decided to get my hands dirty and attempt to make my own latex prosthetic. Let's get started. The first step here is to make a clay build of the shape we want the final prosthetic to be. For this, I used an oil-based clay and some wooden tools I picked up at the local craft store. By adding clay and removing clay, I was able to sculpt a little version of the horns themselves. From here, I built up a barrier of sorts out of a plastic cup that I cut in half. I secured it to the cardboard with tape and some more clay before preparing to make the mold. Using some plaster of Paris I got from the local hardware store, I mixed up about 2 parts of plaster to 1 part water and poured it over the clay. Giving the plate a couple taps helps to release any air bubbles that may have been trapped in the plaster. After giving the plaster some time to dry, I'm able to peel apart the clay in the mold. It is at this step where using non-dry clay is very important, as I'm able to easily peel out any bits that may have been trapped in the plaster. From here, it's time to pour the latex. We are making what's known as a slush cast. So what we do is pour just enough latex to be able to coat all of the edges of our mold as we swirl it around. Once everything is evenly coated, we leave it to dry. Once it's dry, it's time to very gently pull our latex out of the mold. A great tip here is to lightly dust the latex with a translucent powder or baby powder so that the latex does not stick to itself. And voila, we have a lovely little latex horn. That's all the time we have for today. Be sure to check in next time as we start construction on our right hand of doom. I'm Michelle and you're watching The Lunchbox.